So, welcome back and imagine a rule book for the entire universe. A set of laws so fundamental that they govern the birth and death of stars. An ultimate fate of gravity itself. So, for decades, the book had a chapter reserved for black hole, and inside it, a simple, non negotiable rule, and that is mass gap. But in the last few years, our most sensitive eye on the cosmos and the uh, gravitational force, we had wave observation like LIGO started picking up the signal that defined the very law of stellar death. The ripples in the space time caused by violent merger of two colossal black holes. So collision known as GW231123 was a cosmic crime scene. The two merging black holes were not just big, they were ridiculously massive. So one tipped the scale at that of 100 times and the mass of our sun. The other round is 140. So they fell squarely in the mass gap, a region where the stellar black hole should not exist. So even more baffling, yes, they are both spinning incredibly fast, dragging space-time around them at nearly the speed of light. So if they were the product of previous merger, the chaotic process should have scrambled their spin. So what were their objectives? So the second generation of black hole, right? So as there were fundamental flaws in the physics that explains how the star dies, there is the mystery of impossible black holes. So, and solving it meant going back to the beginning and the violent, and chaotic death of star. So to appreciate the impossibility, we were to understand how a normal black hole is born. A massive star, perhaps 10 to 30 times the mass of the sun, burns through its fuel, and when it runs out the core and collapses under its own immense gravity, triggering the massive explosion as supernova. So the leftover core becomes a black hole, and but when the star get into a massive, the thing changes, and when the star is between say 70 to 140 solar mass, it is actually bizarre physical process that takes a hold in the core, and it is called pair instability. So at this mass, the core gets a hot that light energy inside a spontaneous convert into the matter antimatter pairs, specifically the electron and proton. So this loss of energy actually radical cuts the star's internal pressure, and the star briefly implodes, and then explode with such a unbelievable violence and a pair instability supernova, and that is completely blow itself apart. The result, definitely nothing is left behind, not a neutron star, and certainly not a black hole. The entire star is actually vanished, it is being destroyed. So this is the core reason of mass gap. The star that could create the black hole in the formidable range are destroyed entirely. Yet the gravitational wave from GW231123 provides the black holes existence, and they exist. So we needed a mechanism that could allow a massive star to die, but still leave a huge core behind. So this is where the small, often overlooked force come into the picture. The magnetism, the team of astrophysicists realized the previous computer simulations took a shortcut, and they modeled the star's collapse, but they essentially ignored the magnetic field that was allowed to present in the star's atmosphere and the interiors. The team ran a new, highly complex 3D simulations of collapsing, rapidly spinning star. And here is the key discovery. The magnetic field changes everything. When the star collapsed, if it is spinning fast, then the remnant material flows a huge swirling, it's like a circular disk, and around the newly formed black hole, and kind of a very a kind of a disk. And this disk actually feed mass into the black hole, making it grow into a black hole, and makes the black hole spin further more faster. So, but the magnetic field actually laced throughout this disk act like an energetic broom as the material tries to fall in the powerful magnetic pressure. Essentially, it grabs the material and ejects it outward in a powerful outflow or jets, sometime at nearly the speed of light. So this is a secret, and by blasting away this significant portion of stars massive to a half of stars leftover material, the black hole is actually starved of a mass, and it would otherwise kind of accrete. So the final black hole end up lighter than predicted, and this mechanism allows the black hole to shed just enough mass to slip below the critical pair and instability limits, and surviving the catastrophic explosion and landing squarely within that formidable mass gap. So furthermore, the strength of the magnetic field directly correlate with the black hole and spin the mass, and the stronger fields eject more mass, creating lighter, slower black hole. So weaker fields ejects less, resulting in the heavier, fast-spinning black hole like one found in GW 231123. So mystery is solved. The simple inclusion of magnetic field in the depth of massive star resolve one of the biggest paradoxes and in the modern astrophysics. So the impossible black hole aren't impossible. They are simply the product of physics we had properly factored into equations. So this discovery is more than just an explanation on a single merger. It is a kind of a rewriting a rule book on a stellar evolution. So it suggests a fundamental correction between black hole's mass and its spin connection. And that could unify and simplify our understanding of these cosmic kind of nature, this kind of rule of the black hole. It also gives the scientist a new way of test the theory, and this powerful magnetic overflows that shape the final black hole mass and are predicted to produce intense burst of energy. Further, the telescope will now hunt for these subtle flashes to confirm the theory and tell us just how common these massive, formerly impossible black holes truly are. So we live in a universe of rules that are very now and then the universe throw a kind of curve ball and forcing us to look closer, adjust our understanding, discover that impossible was waiting for us all along. The black hole mass gap is closing, and thanks to the hidden power of cosmic magnetism. So what do you think about this breakthrough means for our understanding of the cosmos? And let us know in the comment box, and don't forget to like and subscribe this channel for a deeper dive into the science and the power of the universe. So see you next in the next episode. Till then, take care and bye bye.